Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 reasons why I love dividend investing so much, and at this very integral moment in my life, why it's given me the peace of mind to be able to keep my money in the market, growing stably, and getting some solid income from it. So without further ado, let's jump right in. All right, now listen, if you guys are brand new to this channel and you're just coming here for the first time, well, I want to say welcome. My name is Dalton. This is Dividend TV, and on this channel, we talk about all things personal finance and investing related. Now, if you watch my channel recently, it's pretty much solely around real estate, my rental property, the duplex that I just bought, and I've been doing a ton of videos on that. Tons of work coming out of it, and I really haven't been as focused on the stock market, you know, my bread and butter, what I really love to do and grow my money in that way. And so I thought I'd dial it back just a little bit, start shifting back into the topic, hopefully kick off some more investments, and I think I just want to jump right into number 1 here, and that's the peace of mind that dividend investing offers. So if you guys have been watching the channel, you'll know about a lot of the issues that have come up with my rental property, right? A lot of the fixes, the renovations, the cockroaches that were in the property, these hidden expenses that I did not anticipate during the buying process. And so, not that I need to sell any of my stock portfolio, and that's something that I sort of preach. It just gives me the peace of mind knowing that I have a stable income from dividend investing, but I also have investments in these companies that aren't showing massive fluctuations, you know, not going way up in the stock market, not going way down, and it allows me to keep my money in the market and focus on the things that I need to focus on without having to check into my portfolio every day and actively manage each and every investment. So I guess that's number 1. It's being able to passively invest and not have to think twice about your investments and having the peace of mind in order to do so. So another reason why, the second reason why I love dividend investing so much is because of the impact that it's had historically on the stock market. So if you look back, the facts and the figures do not lie when it comes to dividends and market appreciation. So let me show you this article right here, which covers and shows the importance of dividends throughout time. So from 1930 through 2017, dividends accounted for about 42% of the S&P 500 index total return. So it's been a ridiculous help for growing the stock market. And then if I scroll down and show you this chart here, some of the things that I want to point out is in like the 1970s and the 2000s, dividend income has been well over half of the appreciation of the market during those times. So it's really, you know, super important historically, and I don't see this really changing in the future. You can see that it's relatively stable. Obviously, the dividend contributions there in that yellow-orange color, and then the S&P 500, no dividend stocks in the blue color there. So it makes a huge impact on the overall growth. And like I said, in the future, you know, I think that's likely to continue. We've seen this market all bullish, all green, pretty much my entire investment career, my entire life. And I think that one thing that dividends do really well, and I guess another reason that it leads me into the third reason why I love dividend investing, is because it fights against a bearish market, right? Dividend income, dividend investors, like when the market is going down, people tend to turn to dividend investing to be able to provide them with stable income. Though they'll still dip, a lot of the stocks will dip as the market goes down. People are going to be getting paid as it's going down. They can reuse that money to reinvest back into dividend companies and continue growing that value. So the third reason why, you know, it's super important, even though it's something that I necessarily haven't seen, I just know historically that's what's happened. People start shifting towards more stable investments, more grassroots investments, and dividend investing, in my mind, is one of the best ways that you can actually fight against a stock market crash, an economy downturn. And so I'm gearing up my portfolio to be invested in companies that are going to help mitigate that loss. Now, a lot of people are going to leave comments saying that I'm an idiot for investing in dividend companies.
You're trash, kid.
And I understand that there's tax implications, and I've put out videos on this in the past, but I just want to say, you know, you can invest in many different ways. And just because you like investing in growth companies doesn't mean that that has to be the way that everybody else invests. I think that's something that I've learned with this YouTube channel is everybody has their own opinions. If I was all growth, people would be calling me an idiot. If I'm all dividends, people call me an idiot. I find a balance that I'm comfortable with. I also invest in growth stocks. I'm not limited to dividend investing, but I think dividend investing is just by far my favorite investment style for all the perks that it offers. And it, again, for that peace of mind, which you really can't put a price on, for some of these other reasons that I'm mentioning, it's definitely why it's my favorite. But leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are around dividend investing. Now, I think overwhelmingly the reason why people are most drawn to dividend investing is, I guess the fourth reason why I love it so much is just passive income in general. There's no better feeling than being able to just sit back, put my money in the market and just watch the payments roll in.
Wow. That's a beautiful sunset.
That looks amazing.
I love how the rays are reflecting off of the
So
water.
bright. And
Yeah. Oh wait, it's this way.
wow.
Oh wow.
That's
What
a beautiful sunset.
And then taking that money, watching it grow, because as I'm paid these dividends, I just reinvest them back into more dividend companies, and it really gets the snowball rolling. So it doesn't matter where I am in the world. I could be on vacation. I could be sitting on the beach, sipping on some Mai Tais, sipping on some drinks, and not really worrying about anything, knowing that I'm going to be paid for doing so. And at the end of the day, dividend investing is the most passive form of investing, where you literally don't have to do anything aside from putting up money. Like with real estate, I'm there actively managing the property. I am paying for the fixes, doing all these different things. With dividend investing, you do a little bit of research, you put your money in, and you reap the benefits pretty much for the remainder of your life. Now, you still want to check in every now and then, make sure the company is still aligned with where you are at. I mean, there was one, for example, I was investing in AT&T where I planned on investing in them for pretty much my entire life. And then they changed their business model and I ended up closing out my position. So it's not like you can be 100% inactive with watching your portfolio, but it is the most passive way to earn money, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people would agree out there. So that's the fourth reason why. All right, now before I talk about the fifth and final reason for this video, I mean, these are just 5 reasons why I love dividend investing. Off the top of my head, I didn't plan this video out really, I just decided to roll with it. But basically, just know that there are many other reasons on top of this. And if you made it this far in the video, it would really mean a lot if you click that like button, if you get any value from this channel, and make sure you consider subscribing. If you find yourself coming back to this channel time and time again, I know that there is a large portion of the viewers that actually aren't subscribed to the channel. It would really help me out if you would subscribe. Now, that fifth reason is one that people might not think about all too often, and a lot of people think of it as a negative, where I actually think about it as a positive. So technically, when you are being paid dividends, it's almost like a forced withdrawal. So there are some tax implications, as I mentioned before, but rather than reinvesting that money back into the same company, getting paid dividends allows me to choose how I want to invest that money. So rather than having that company automatically reinvest all of its profits, like something like Tesla, for example, it will actually give me, the investor, the opportunity to identify other stocks, which don't necessarily have to be dividend paying, but it will give me the opportunity to figure out where I see value in the market, and I can use that money to target those specific companies. Now, on top of that, one thing that I want to mention is that it's extremely hard to time the market. For example, I've been investing in Tesla. I'm up hundreds of percentage on that portion of my portfolio because of the recent boom in Tesla stock. And so it's hard for me to pinpoint, hey, when should I start recognizing profits? Because once I sell them, obviously there's tax implications on that too. And, what I've done in the past, especially in the crypto market, is I've held on too long and I've sold at horrible times to sell. And so what dividends do is they provide me a little bit of money along the way to be able to allocate it however I want. I can choose to reinvest it. I can choose to invest in other opportunities. And, overall, it just gives me a little bit more control over my investments that I personally like. Now, Next person might not agree with that, but that's just kind of my thought process behind it. So let me know what you guys think about these reasons. If you have any other reasons on top of these that you think I really missed out on. But again, there are so many reasons why I love it on top of this video. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for you in this video here today. I hope you took something away from it. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, have a good day. Don't touch my blanket.